Hey guys, so good afternoon and lovely weekend to you. So I'm Sean Balogun Sami, and today we're going to be talking about four things you can do to keep your ads account healthy, right? So a lot of people get ad accounts, and when you open your ad account and you start using it, and before you know what happens, your ad account has been restricted for one reason or the other, and it can be really really painful. um Quick story, right? In August, I had August was my year where me and Facebook dragged, right? Me and Mark dragged a lot, right? I had so many ad accounts being restricted, and I didn't really understand some of the things that were causing it, right? That was making my ad account to get restricted over and over and over. So I lost a total of 10 ad accounts or so, which is really, really small. Some people have lost hundreds of ad accounts. So it was really, really, really interesting, right? And seeing and learning, it was both annoying and it was also a period of learning. So I had to figure out what was causing um, my ad accounts to get lost. I had so many numbers of Facebook ads representatives. I had their numbers because I was always calling them. I was always talking with them. What was causing it? So I figured out a lot of things that were causing it, but it was already too late. At that point, I had lost a lot of ad accounts. So it was already totally bad at that point, right? So it took me a while to, understand what I was doing wrong and why my ad accounts were being disabled up and down. So in today's post, I'm going to be sharing four tips, and I'll even add a bonus tip probably of a couple of reasons why your ad accounts can get suspended and what you should generally do about it to prevent all these suspensions from happening, right, or restrictions from happening. Now, I want you to also note that these restrictions will happen irrespective of even if you do very well. You can only reduce it, but you cannot completely ban it. You cannot completely stop it, and that the reason is because you're using what is known as a shared platform, right? You don't own this platform. The owners of the platform, even in their terms and conditions, have already stated that they have the right to reject any ad for whatsoever reason. So it's completely not up to you, right? It's completely not up to you. So all right, so the very first thing, I'm going to dive in straight. Now, the very first thing you should do to help you reduce your ad accounts being restricted, the very first thing is to ensure that you've gone through Facebook ads policies, right? This is really, really important because um, if you don't go through their policies, you're likely going to make a lot of mistakes, so many mistakes that is going to, cause you to have your ads rejected. And once your ads are rejected, you're very, very much likely entering their bad books. So what you want to do is to have as few rejected ads as possible. And the best way to do this is to familiarize yourself with all their policies, right? So that you could actually know what you should do and what you should not do. And it's very important you note that the policies are always changing. They're always changing. When I mean they're always changing, I mean they are always changing. Few days ago, I ran an ad. A had to sell a health product, right? A beauty product, sorry. And I used an arrow. I pointed the arrow down, like towards the what do you call it now? The learn more button. And my ad was rejected simply for that, because they don't want you putting anything that baits your customer into clicking. Now, I've never tried that before, so I never even knew that such what do you call it now, such a policy existed. So they have so many policies, and sometimes you may not know all these policies, but it's good to familiarize yourself with the Facebook ads policy, right? There are so many policies there that if you know it, will do you a long way in helping to keep your ads accounts really, really healthy. Now, the second thing which you should do is to prepare yourself before you run ads. When I mean preparing yourself before you run ads, I mean um, you go ahead to like ensure that your page, the page you're using, is healthy. And one way to ensure that your page is healthy is to post organic content on your page, right? Learning to post organic content on your page is very, very important. Now, this is very, very cool, especially when you're entering the health niche. If you're going into the health niche, Facebook wants to know that you know stuff that is good, right? Facebook wants to know that your page has good content and people are engaging with it. So one of the first things I usually like to do is to start posting organic content using the Meta Business Suite. I schedule content to post every 3 days, right? So I schedule content that I post every 3 days. Ehochi Darlington, thank you for joining us. So I schedule content that that post every 3 days, and the idea behind that is to ensure that there is adequate organic content on my page even before running ads. That's one. Then the second thing I do is to invite as many people as possible to like my page. Why? We want to make sure that your page is not just empty. Now, it's possible to run ads without doing any of this. You can set up a page today and start running ads, but the probability is there that Facebook can just look at you and say you're doing the wrong stuff, right, and ban you. So one of this doing stuff like this will actually prevent or reduce the probability of your ad account being um, restricted. So you want to groom your page a little bit and make your page have some content, have some flesh, and then pay attention to the page health. There's a bar that moves. Anytime your page health is dropping, it's very important you look for what is causing your page health to drop. Mostly that comes from maybe there's no engagement on your page, you're running poor ads, or people are saying negative things about your page, your ad. This leads to your ad engagement dropping and your page health dropping. So you must pay attention to your page health. If there are so many rejected ads on your page as well, you're going to be dealing with page health issues. So you want to make sure your page is having a very good health so that it doesn't get restricted. So that is the second thing. Now, the third thing is to avoid using a business account, right? If you are not running ads for a large how do I put it, like a large business, or you don't have clients, like lots of clients, right? It's best to use a personal ad account. Do not go getting a business ad account. I see a lot of people opening business ad accounts, and most of the time in August when I lost a lot of accounts, they were because I had lots of business accounts. I am presently using ad accounts, and they don't even ask me to verify, right? I don't use business accounts anymore. I prefer to use one ad account, use it to sell one product, and just have a couple of ads on it, right? And I don't, use business accounts again. That means you have to get a couple of different ad accounts, and all that. But still, it's better than using your business ad account, because when you're using your business ad account, that's where you'll be dealing with verification issues a lot. So the best thing to do is to avoid using a business ad account and just stick to using your ad account. Use your normal ad account. It has less problems of verification and all. And I've been using one for a couple of months. It has not even requested verification. I've not had any issues with the page and all that. So it's the best way to do that. So stick with using an ad account, one ad account. Use your campaign, one product, and you sell it from there. So don't use your business ad account. Don't use the business ad account, right? Don't have multiple ad accounts connected to one account. Just stick with using one account and use personal ad accounts. It does not occur so many restrictions like the others. And now, the fourth thing you should do is that do not use poor quality links. Avoid using poor quality links. Avoid using poor quality graphics. Right? If you do stuff like that, you automatically put yourself in a program where your ads are being rejected. So, like I was saying earlier, I used a picture, and in my picture, there was an arrow pointing to the learn more button. I had used arrows before, so many arrows before in different things, but I had never pointed it close enough to the end of the picture, just above the learn more button. I've never actually pointed it there. So doing that day before yesterday got my ad rejected, and I now got to understand that Facebook does not want you to bait your users, right? Don't bait people looking at it as, put a small one of the things they don't like a small write-up to say something like stop using creams, do this instead, and then you point an arrow, something like that will just get your ad rejected, right? But there's a way you can do it and still use your arrow, and maybe your arrow points inwardly, it doesn't point to the learn more button or some other way or some other things, so you have to pay attention to the quality of links you're using, to the quality of creatives you're using. Oh, sorry about that. What happened? To the quality of creatives you're using, to ensure. Ooh, this is not good. All right, so just have to get some lights. I just went off. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, all right, so this isn't good. What happened? All right, so you have to pay attention to the quality of links you are using um, and other items. So I'm not gonna waste more time here because my lights just went off and I'm not really enjoying this video anymore. Um, all right. So one last thing I wanted to talk about is um, these are the four ways. So I'm just going to go over them. The first one is that you should learn to read the ads manual, right? Read the ads policy manual, and this will actually help you in knowing what not to do and what to do when you're running your ads. The second thing is to post organic content on your page. Always learn to post organic content on your page. Sorry, by posting this, it helps your page health, go up so that your page health does not drop. The third thing is to avoid using a business ad account. Don't use a business ad account, use your personal ad account. This actually helps you to make sure that your ads are not rejected. You're not being asked up and down to provide ID card and all that. Like I said, I've been using another account for months and it has never asked me to verify. It has never asked me for anything. So employ this in your own strategy, right? One ad account, one product. Do not use more than don't sell more than one product on one ad account, and do not use multiple business account. Don't use a business account. It's better you get multiple personal ad accounts. That works. And the third thing is don't use poor quality graphics, right? The fourth thing, sorry, don't use poor quality graphics or poor quality links. Don't do this. The moment you do this, it actually messes up your ads, and your ads get rejected. And you want to keep your ads from being rejected. You want to have as few rejected ads as possible, right? That should be your aim. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is the Ultimate Facebook Ads Bundle. Now, the Ultimate Facebook Ads Bundle is a beginner to pro course which I have recorded and put together to show anyone who actually wants to learn how to use Facebook ads to actually go from when you don't know how to use Facebook ads to being able to set up your own ads by yourself and not needing anybody like myself to do it for you. So I'm going to flash the link. Let me just flash the link. So you can go ahead and check out the course. You can go ahead and check out I believe it's showing on the link. You can go ahead and check out the course. This course is a beginner friendly course to show you exactly how to set up ads accounts, how to run ads, how to get profitable ads, strategies I use in getting profitable ads, and so many other things. Now, some of the bonuses you're going to get in this course is that you will also get access to how to set up your own agency account, how to run e-commerce, how to do affiliate marketing, and so many other bonuses we've added. Just go ahead and check it out for yourself. The link is flashing there on the screen. So at this point, if you have any questions from all I've said, you can drop it. I will reply to it in the comments. I will do that. I'll reply to it in the comments. All right. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.